The main character that I loved in this book was the forest. You know, fantasy. Chilling about, waving a sword around. Hey, hello team, my name is Monique. Welcome back to the cauldron. It's the actual cauldron this time. And it's a new week, so it's a new vlog time. In case you didn't know, this is Bookwitch Reviews, my channel. And it is Monday. I am starting a vlog. Hooray me. This is number 61. You're welcome to watch all of them. I will leave a little video list down below if you have a ton of time and are slightly bored and would like to look at my face for that long. If you would, then please let me know. It would make me feel very, very loved and appreciated. But anywho, it is Monday. It is a new week. It is reading time or pride time. It's something time, and what we're currently reading is this book. This is For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten. Is it on my TBR? No, but I do have an arc of it and I wanted to read it. So this is a YA, like new adult fantasy novel where we are following Red, who is the second princess in a kingdom that sacrifices their second daughters to this forest and the wolf that is part of this forest. And the forest is sort of like full of monsters, but to keep the monsters from coming out of the forest, this kingdom sacrifices their daughters. So they have a lot of religious sort of power in that way. And Red has magic and is so willing to sacrifice herself so to keep her family safe. And I like this book. I was hoping for a little bit, I don't know, not more, but it is not quite what I imagined because we also have sort of almost a dual perspective. But I do love the writing. I love the creepy forest. I'm really a big fan of Red and of Wolf as well. And it is reminding me of another book, and I can't remember which one it is right now. But the only thing that I do have about it though is that we do get like a sentence of the fact that Wolf smells like coffee and paper. Many times, but the writing is beautiful. I am about 300 pages in, so I have about 120 pages left, so I'm hoping I can smash this out either today or tomorrow and then continue on with my TBR. But I am excited about this book, and also this spine is I just love this spine so much. But that is the general update of this Monday. I am hoping to read a couple of books this week, so I'm hoping to at least read Pet and also possibly start Plain Bad Heroines because I'm very, very excited about the book, also slightly scared. But anywho, I hope you guys are having a great day. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Lunchtime team. It is Tuesday and I thought I would check in just briefly. I read the majority of For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten yesterday and finished it off this morning, the last 40 pages, and I ended up actually really enjoying this one. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I'm not entirely sure why it isn't quite a 5-star. I think it is because it is a little bit repetitive. However, I really loved the atmosphere. I loved the writing. I loved Red and Wolf's sort of relationship. I love the relationship between Red and Neve, who's her twin. I'm very excited about the next book, which is apparently called For the Throne, which I'm guessing is gonna be out in like a year or more. Does it say in here? Nope, it just says book 2 of the Wilderwood. And also, I just love this forest, okay? The main character that I loved in this book was the forest. That is what I am here for. So, very excited to see what else is sort of gonna come up in the next book. And hopefully the spine will be just as stunning as this one. And basically, yeah, now we are going to go and read a book that is actually on my TBR. Even though that's not what I want to read right now. But we're going to do it. So what I really want to read right now is The Chosen and the Beautiful by Niwo, because I just desperately want to. It's also not very long. But what I am going to read, first I'm going to read Pet by Akwegi Omesi. And this one, I believe, is on my TBR as an Own Voices or as a queer rep. I can't remember. This is also a short and sweet little one. As far as I remember, this is like it's sort of like a utopia book. Or it's a dystopia book that's sort of hiding as a utopia book, which is very like normal because always everything is good until something is bad. And we're following Jam, whose friend Redemption has a monster in her house, even though all of the monsters are supposed to be gone. And I've heard only really great things about this one, so I'm excited about reading it. So I'm actually going to start it now in my lunch break, right after I have filmed my wrap up, because I need to film. I want to film, I just don't do it. So, gonna read this, and then I'm most likely gonna sneak this in before I try to read Plain Bad Heroines, or I might start The Bookwitch, because this is my last month that I have to read it before I get punished for it. Don't know what punishment that is yet, but that's why we're just gonna not punish ourselves. We're just gonna read it. So yeah, really quick check-in. Hope you guys are all right. I'll speak to you guys later or tomorrow. Evening, my little scrumptious babies. It is Thursday. Welcome! I don't know what's happening. I just finished work, so I thought I would give you guys a brief little update. Girlfriend is now on late, which means that I have time to do other things than hang around her, you know, because I like her. But first I thought that I would give you guys a brief little update. As I mentioned yesterday, I did pick up Pet by Quaker Messi, and I actually read the whole thing. It's not very long, to be all honest. It's like 100 and something pages. 60? Ooh, no, 203 pages. But it is like quite big writing, and it's just super fast. And I sort of want to redo my speech about what this is about. So basically, this book follows a Jam who lives in this utopian city called Lucille, where it is said that no monsters exist anymore, and they do not exist anymore because the angels have like imprisoned them, but also help rehabilitate them. And basically, the first couple of pages speak a lot about like how they have made everything better. And I don't know when this is from, but it is scarily accurate with like stuff that has happened in the last couple of years. So it's from 2019, so that would be why. And basically our main character Jam is a young trans girl, though there's made no big fuss about this, which I think is really great. She is also selectively mute and speaks sign language through the majority of the book, though she can be verbal if she wishes to. And basically in this world, as I mentioned, there are seemingly no monsters, but also the older generation sort of pretends that monsters do not exist anymore, and that all changes for Jam when this monster Pet rises out of her mother's painting and says that in her friend Redemption's house there is a monster and they have to hunt it. And basically so many things happen in these 200 pages, and it is a very evocative, very soft, very like heartbreaking story at all points. And like I honestly don't know how to speak about it without just saying that is a 5-star, and I must read all of the other things by this author. And I'm really happy that I finally picked it up, and I will highly recommend it to everyone, because this was just like this was really intense, but also really important just in every way. And like yeah, I just all of the stuff. I don't really want to rate it because it's so far out of like, it's not just like, you know, fantasy, chilling about, waving a sword around, or like sweet contemporary. It's just important, and I don't know if I am the best to speak about this. All I know is that I'm really happy that I finally picked it up. So that was the first book on my TBR of. Very proud of myself there. Good job, Monique. And then I stopped myself from picking up The Chosen and the Beautiful because it's not on my TBR. And I picked up the fat baby that is Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth, which is like this thriller, dark academia, like Hollywood movie story. and I'm only 40 pages in. I love all the little illustrations that are in the book, and currently it seems like we have this all-knowing narrator, and then I believe that we are following three young women who are all part of this crew that is going to this boarding school to make a movie about these murders that happened in the early 1900s, where two young girls sort of died being stung by wasps. However, like 3 other girls also died later on, and apparently past and present are going to start mixing, and I'm scared that I'm gonna get like terrified of wasps all of a sudden. They talk a lot about yellow jackets, and I don't really like wasps. I'm not scared of them, but I don't want to turn out to be scared of them either. So it is like a little bit slow going. I don't know if it's just because I'm in the beginning, and obviously I don't really know the characters yet, but I sort of like the narrator and sort of do not like the narrator, so don't really know how I feel about it, but I am excited about reading it. It is also on my TBR, yay me. And yeah, that is the general update. I'm gonna go and do some editing, I think, and then I'll check in with you guys either tomorrow or possibly later, since I am home alone. Good evening, babies. It is Friday evening. It is after work, and I thought I would jump in with a quick little reading update. I have just seen that I technically lied on my update from Wednesday by saying it was Thursday, but then I, to be all honest with you, have been thinking that it was the end of the week for the last 3 days, which is not, it does not really work for me that way. That's not how the week works, but that is how we felt. But yeah, I had a migraine and bad things yesterday, so I took a day off, and yeah, just chilled around, which was really nice. So to update, I am not super far into Plain Bad Heroines. I'm about 100 pages in. I am, however, getting more used to the narrator and the sort of like the speed of the book. It's not very fast. It's very character driven, it seems so far, but I am really enjoying 2 of our main characters. I'm not sure how I feel about Audrey, but I do like Harper, and I am excited about figuring out like more about all 3 of these and how they sort of connect to this sort of like splashes of information that we get about the past that happened at this boarding school. I definitely feel like there are creepy vibes coming. There's a lot of foreshadowing that I'm very aware of, and I feel like I need to be aware of it to understand what's going on. But I am excited about hopefully reading a little bit more today, and then hopefully reading quite a lot tomorrow. I also got my first COVID jab this lunchtime, so my arm is slightly dead, but I'm trying to do stuff. Some people say that like movement makes it better, but we'll see. I did it, so that's good. That is one step closer to being able to go home and see my family, and that is obviously something that I would very much like to do. I also got some book mail yesterday. This is A Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, which I am hoping to read with a couple of my friends' book club. It is called Book Club with the Y-Feed. It is on Instagram. It is one of my good friends and one of her friends running it monthly, and they mainly read like fantasy, romancy things. And Victoria Aveyard, as most of you most likely will know, wrote the Red Queen series, which I actually really enjoyed. That seems to be a series that's quite like divisive. People either really loved it, people really hated it. I really enjoyed it. I still haven't read the last one, and I actually have Red Queen as like a reread on my TBR for this month because I didn't read it last month. Bad Monique. But yeah, this is her newest book. It's absolutely beautiful. It seems to be about like a group of characters coming together to save the world. It has an absolutely stunning map on the inside, and it is like a very nice red on the outside. The foiling, I don't know if it's like broken or if this is the way that the foiling is meant to be, but I do really like this cover. So let's see. A strange darkness is growing in the ward. Even Corinne and Amarat can feel it tucked away in a small town at the edge of the sea. Fate knocks on her door in the form of a mystical immortal and a lethal assassin who tell Corinne that she is the last of an ancient lineage with the power to save the world from destruction. Well, it already seems great, so yeah, I'm hoping to read that this month, additionally to the rest of the books on my TBR. I do have one more book coming, and then I am going on another blind ban, but I will be telling you guys about that in my upcoming haul video, which is intense. So that's the update for now. This is Girlfriend's last late, so just gonna go chill out, hoping to do some review writing because I have a few reviews to write, and then I hope to do some reading, or I will just fall into Disney Plus and watch more Castles. So see you later. Good evening, my little doves. Yes, I am lying down. It is Saturday and I thought I would just give you guys a brief little reading update. I am reading The Plain Bad Heroines. I'm about 350 pages in, so a little bit over halfway. And I just finished my volunteering shift downstairs, well, like an hour ago, because I've been reading. And I didn't actually buy anything, so hooray me. I also brought down some books, which I may make an on-haul video up of, maybe. It's like 14, so not a ton, but some. I'm still, but it's very interesting. It's definitely gonna creep me out a bit. It's already creeped me out. I love how queer normative it is. I even like this sort of, there's constant mentions to like modern stuff. There's a specific phrase that I'm looking for here that I can't remember. But like, it's also really pretentious, and like the narrator keeps being like, dear reader, which I both like and really dislike, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about this, but I am intrigued and I want to continue reading. But I also went to a cafe earlier and did some editing. I might now try to do some more editing just to be like, I want to be a writing person right now, so I'm gonna try. But that's the update, and I will possibly check in with you guys tomorrow. Good evening, babies. It is Sunday, and so the end of this reading vlog. And no, I'm not really wearing any makeup. I can't be bothered. I thought I would just give you guys a really quickly little reading update. Finished this bad boy this morning, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I was not nearly as creeped out as I thought I was going to be. I thought there was a build to something in the middle where I was like, oh god, this is going to scare the shit out of me. And as I mentioned yesterday, it also feels a little bit pretentious in places, but in the end, I'm really happy with how it sort of like came together. I thought it was really interesting with this like very like triple, quadruple timeline. So many timelines, so many POVs. I thought it was all tied together really well. I think, however, the main thing that was like keeping me there was the very casual queerness, and this queerness through history, like the insistence that there was people like women living together as wives back in the 1900s and before, and it brought me a lot of joy, even as it was super creepy. And yeah, I'm really happy that I put this on my TBR, that I read it, even though it is outside of my comfort zone. And I might try more of them. They will most likely be queer, because let's be honest, that seems to be the only thing that will really keep me in these genres outside of fantasy. Though the majority of my fantasy is also queer now, but you know, I try. So yeah, I'm really happy that I read this. I feel like I've had quite a good reading week, and that's like it. I believe that I am going to try and read the Bookwitch next, just to make sure that I get it in June, and then I will most likely go on to the rest of my TBR, is the hope. Or I'll just read, you know, The Chosen and the Beautiful, but that might happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe button at the same time so you don't miss out on any other videos from me. You can also click the little bell which gives you a notification when I put up a new video, which I do regularly. Don't mind me what I'm doing with my hair right now. I don't know. I'm also wearing a really snazzy shirt, but you know, it's hot in the UK. This is just the way that we're living. I hope that you're well. I hope that you are happy, and just remember that I'm proud of you. You're doing great, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye.